I'm Nick Cooper, and I'm one of the producers on Transformers Universe. Start off on Earth, but there's going to be an awful lot of expansion into the rest of the universe over the time that we've got over the next 5-10 years that we hope the product to be alive. But to start with, the Autobots are sort of crashed out. They're not in their traditional Monument Valley rocky area that they've got. They're in a Colorado sort of military base, abandoned military base, and from there they've got the ability to go out through the battle map and the ground bridge, which is a cool bit of technology the Autobots have knocked up, so they can get to fight the Decepticons wherever they may appear anywhere on the planet. So for now, we're just sort of concentrating on the core combat and stuff, but we have a huge amount of areas to expand into. Everybody loves Dinobots, everybody loves combiners, all this kind of stuff. We can't say when this stuff, or even if at this point they would come in, but everybody likes that stuff, and all the fans want to see this stuff come in. So hopefully we get in there, we get out into open beta and beyond, into launching the game properly, and everybody comes in and we and we're able to continue development on the game. Then obviously that's what we want to be doing. First of all, we wouldn't see it as a compromise at this point, because Jagex is built on the reason I have a job. The reason everybody at Jagex has a job is RuneScape. RuneScape has over the last 15 years been an absolutely massive game. It's still the largest free-to-play game, browser-based game in the West. And that's after 15 years. It's still doing that. It's still paying my wages at the moment until Transformers Universe comes out. So Jagex is utterly committed to the browser-based sort of paradigm. So that was always a staple for us. We were never going to change that. But what we have done is look at sort of changing our tech away from Java, which was in decline, so over to the Unity platform. This then in the future gives us the power to expand potentially out away from just PC. But for right now, we think it's really important that we hit as many players as possible, and going through a browser is a really, really solid way of doing that. So, there's obviously we're looking for a nice balance of free-to-play players and paying players in the game. Obviously, we can't continue to make the game unless we make some money along the way. So a big part of that is the Warriors. We're spending an awful lot of time, an awful lot of effort crafting these really unique guys with their own backstories and personalities and unique equipment and weapons and things like that, to make these guys really aspirational when you see them out on the field. So when we're releasing these new Warriors, we're wanting people to buy them. So that's a key sort of revenue stream, to use a horrible management-y term. But at the same time, whilst you can buy those bots, you can also earn them in game. So where I was 5-10 years ago, I was a free-to-play player. I didn't have an awful lot of money, and I just still wanted to play these sorts of games. So I would have been getting there, earning these things, putting the time in. These days, I don't have an awful lot of time. If I'm going to be playing a game like this, I maybe want to come in and buy a couple of Warriors straight away. So that's a key area for us. There are also the ability to buy consumables and boosters and things, but all of these things you can earn in game as well, either as rewards or drops, or you can craft them in game as well. So these aren't expensive things. They're you're not looking at things which are going to cost you a couple of months to grind to get something that increases your power for 5 minutes or something like that. So there are items there which everybody has access to. You can buy them if you want, but it's not gonna change the balance of a game if you're sticking your hand in your pocket for these things. Jagex is very much based on the PC, so if you can play it in a browser, then you should be able to play it Transformers Universe. And as far as release date is concerned, targeting the summer this year.